it's only a promo video we put together, and I do apologize for the profanity of. I apologize for the profanity of the music chosen to go with it. So please don't really share this across social media because it involves pictures of the mayor of Malmö.
Mayor.
Pimp.
Mayor. Pimp. Mayor.
Pimp. Pimp the mayor.
I don't know what you about me, but if this can't get a dollar out of me, no Cadillac, no birds you can't see, then I'm a motherfucking VIP. I don't know what you heard about me, but if this can't get a dollar out of me, no Cadillac, no birds you can't see, then I'm a motherfucking VIP. I started seeing the club, she danced.
It's nothing complicated, but it's just an idea of the platforms we consider to do the methodology. So I'll hand it over to Master in charge.
Well, just give me a second. Okay. So our VIP group in the middle worked on pimping the mayor. The goal is, as you know, that the content is fire, but social media is gasoline. So our goal was to figure out which type of innovative tools the mayor of Malmö could use in order to engage youth as well as guys with a migration background. So as you can see, at the current stage, the mayor is quite unhappy and the city is unhappy. We worked on it, and then after, I think after this 10 or 15 minutes, you'll see everybody's way more happy and the city is happy. We started with a certain methodology. The question is, how can you address youth? Additionally, how can you address guys with migration background? So first, the question that you have to ask yourself is every time, how do you identify them? It's a little bit easier when it comes to youth. We did identify them to be between 13 and like 21. When it comes to guys with migration background, that's a little bit more tricky. So once we had the identification, we started to review the potential channels. Which type of social media platforms, in theory, can we use in order to make this happen? Then, once we identified them, we reviewed like a certain amount of statistics. There are all of those small things that say, okay, now we have an Instagram account. When should you launch a picture? Okay, the statistics says that you're supposed to launch a picture on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. So the goal of this presentation is mostly for you. In case you will remember one thing about the stuff that we did, that's perfect. In case you will remember more than one thing, and there will be something that you will use in your work, I think that's what the camp is about. I'm quoting here somebody on the left side. Okay. So let's start with the examples that we have. The idea was, once we have identified the different channels, this is Snapchat, this is Facebook, Instagram, and additionally Periscope. Then we gave our best to come up with the content. Let's say you are the mayor of Stockholm and today is Monday. What can you do in order to engage people, like on a day-by-day basis? So when it comes to Snapchat, are you familiar with Snapchat at all? Just please shake your head. Yes, yes, yes. In Indian shaking, okay. So the core of Snapchat, it is being designed for guys between 13 and 18 years. So you can see content for a very short amount of time. So it's more like the mayor could take a picture being in a kindergarten. It's more about being more personal. And then you have like an arrow saying, that's cool, I know, it's a good breakfast or something. This is what Snapchat is about. So she could focus on when she's in traffic. So there's like a demystification, so politicians are not superior people. Or when she approaches her office and then there are plenty of papers on her desk. This is a possibility to say, so much work to do, to like have a certain impression. When it comes to Instagram, Instagram offers not only the pictures, and keep in mind that Instagram is connected with Facebook, so whatever is being launched on Instagram, sometimes it's being connected to Facebook as well. And Instagram gives you the possibility to launch a picture, and additionally to have like a small videos of 15 seconds. But they are less about content, what we have discussed and discovered, but more about what is being seen, or like it's, you know, Instagram is mostly about food, and sometimes we can do time lapse. So in case she would participate in a conference, then we would do like a time lapse of the conference, that there are so many people moving, and then she approaches them. It's more dynamic. She could use it additionally for like a debate preview. Let's think about the election campaign, and before she's going into debate, she could say, you know, now entering the debate, there are the following things I would like to discuss. We had a very good example from the BBC, surprise, surprise, how this is being done on a daily basis before the news are being launched. 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, when the guy comes up and says in 15 seconds, they are the things that I will use, or I will talk about today. Nevertheless, of course, there's some limitations. One of the limitations is that there's a very thin line on Instagram. So you would like to be personal but not private, because of course, you know, when you don't want to show your children, maybe there's a certain thin line, and you would like to be laid back, but you don't want to be there in a hoodie, you know, and cigarette and a beer bottle. That's something that everybody has to figure it out, but it's more like about demystification as well. You would like to show real people doing real things, more personal. Additionally, we really focused when it comes to Instagram on direct language. So, you know, please don't give this political of everything is perfect, and you know, we give our best to work out the issue with the Talibans, but you know, use more the direct language. And of course, on content. When it comes to statistics, in general, like 90% of the users of Instagram, you might know that already, are like below 35 years old. So when Snapchat is using, when we would like to reach the youth, that's Snapchat, and partly because our target was 18 to 26, Instagram as well. Of course, once we move forward, I will speed up. Facebook is the biggest platform, as you know. There's no demystification on this topic. The mayor could use, they are like a group of Polish people in Stockholm, Albanian people in somewhere. They could use certain ambassadors that are reaching those groups. You know, they could like post certain things. Additionally, currently the mayor of Malmö has like a private page, and it's so strongly more encourageable to have like a real page, not a personal page, but like this official page, like a company. Because then, this is important, because then you can see the statistics, you can see who liked your post, you can target commercials, and additionally you can do some administration, you can give rights to certain administrators. Additionally, Facebook allows you to upload email lists of guys, and in case you would like to do commercials, they could match those email lists with certain accounts, so then those commercials will appeal. So it gives you more tools, so don't use personal pages. When it comes to Facebook, I think the key on short videos, it is supposed to be 30 to 60 seconds, / now 45 seconds, the most. So it's about a very short content. One of the biggest issues when it comes to politicians is that they just talk for hours, possibly, or for a long period of time. People would like to have it shorter. The language is supposed to be casual. There was a good example of the Facebook page of Obama, and there was a challenging example of Cameron. So where Cameron is, standing with his tie saying, "I'm today in the Caribbean, and this is what we do for the Caribbean." And Obama is more like way laid back, doing some GoPro issues. I think this is what people rather would like to see when it comes to Facebook. And additionally, there is a new feature coming up, which is live streaming. So you can live stream on Facebook. Okay, now I really have to speed up. There is Periscope. Are you familiar with Periscope? Yes, no, half, yes, Indian shaking. Okay. When it comes to Periscope, we were not familiar, so at least the VIP table here in the middle. It means we did try it out, so we were Periscoping our session, and we got how many followers?
13 followers.
13 followers.
Yeah.
Periscope allows you to do live streaming, but then you have like the live streaming, and on the left side you have like those chats, those comments, like, go now to the left, let's talk more about these things. And you can really interact with those people, saying, welcome Dave from the Czech Republic, yes, this is how my cup looks like in a theory. So it's a very interesting tool where the mayor could do like a Q&A session. So you can have a certain countdown on the Facebook page, saying in 25 minutes, in 10 hours, the mayor will be there, and then it would be nice in case this would not be in the office, in an outfit similar to this, but more like in personal, I don't know, when the mayor is in the traffic, or when she's cooking, or anything what is more personal, and they might be like a Q&A session. Okay, this is at least how it looks like when it comes to theory, but in practice, not all of the guys are on social media, and it's not that everybody's waiting for us to like reach out to them. And we had one of the voices, or that said, in order to reach a certain parts of guys with a migration background, you have to meet them. Maybe I'm not discovering the word for you, but it's you have to meet them. Where can you meet them? And please don't laugh sometimes, but when you're Polish and you live in Stockholm and you would like to meet a certain group of Polish people, believe me, they meet in the church. Okay? So you just do a post next to the church saying, this is what we do, please come and visit us on Periscope. And in this way you can link, or the goal that you're supposed to do is to link your offline words, welcome Polish people, come to Periscope, to the online world. So the goal is every time to interconnect those different type of platforms, and then you can link it. We did conclude with a couple of statements. One of the most important is that please don't share things like I go to the supermarket, nobody's interested in that, but have more call to action buttons. Like when you have Periscope and then there's like a discussion, say, okay, what would you like me to ask? And then people can reply.